Test for non-reducing sugars. Now, you will recall that there are two types of sugars, namely reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars. The reducing sugars react with Benedict's reagent and change its color from blue to either green, yellow, orange, or brick red, all depending on the amount of reducing sugars that is present, that is, depending on the concentration of reducing sugars. Reducing sugars include all the monosaccharides and then maltose and lactose. Non-reducing sugar does not react directly with Benedict's reagent. In fact, of the sugars, it is sucrose that is non-reducing. Sucrose is non-reducing, and for it to react with Benedict's solution, it must first be hydrolyzed into its constituent monosaccharides, namely glucose and fructose. This is done by adding a few drops of dilute hydrochloric acid into a test tube containing the test solution. That is the solution which you want to find out whether it is non-reducing or reducing. The test tube that contains a mixture of dilute hydrochloric acid and the test solution is then placed into a hot water bath. It is boiled for about 3 minutes. Then the test tube is removed, then cooled in cold water. After cooling, sodium hydrogen carbonate solution is added drop by drop. This continues until fizzing. That is, production of tiny bubbles stops. After that, the mixture is then tested by adding Benedict's solution and then heating in a water bath in the normal way of testing for reducing sugars. Now, the dilute hydrochloric acid is added to act as a catalyst in the hydrolysis of sucrose into glucose and fructose. After hydrolysis, then it is important that the excess hydrochloric acid is neutralized. After neutralizing the excess hydrochloric acid, and we get to know that all the hydrochloric acid that was present has been reduced when fizzing stops. Then we add an equal volume of Benedict's solution and then heat to boiling in a water bath. If the substance is sucrose, then it's going to give a positive test for reducing sugars by turning either green, yellow, orange, or brick red, all depending on the amount of reducing sugars that is present.